All right. Good morning. So, yesterday I converted my Instagram account. I gotta link it to my Facebook account. I guess I'm gonna send out some messages to all my current friends and let them know, what I'm doing. Cause damn it, man, I'm gonna try to start a movement. That said, it's like a little baby, man. Like I don't know where to go with it. I don't know how to start it exactly. But I got an idea, and I'm figuring it out as I go. So I feel like the information that I have is detrimental to everybody's lives, if that makes sense. So what I want to do is I want to get that information out there so people can be aware of it. I think if I start with, if I start with raising people's awareness, that getting their eyes and their minds and their ears to open up to what I'm talking about. That's like the first step. Once I get them hooked, once I got them listening to me, that's it, man. As long as I don't, piss them off or hurt their feelings, I got to keep them on my team. So that said, I want to touch on the whole team concept, the tribe concept, the family concept. And I was thinking about this yesterday. I was thinking about boot camp, and I was thinking about what takes place in boot camp. And you'll hear different companies, different people talking about their version of boot camp, or whatever you tack that onto. It could be Bible study boot camp, exercise boot camp, whatever you want. It's going to be an extreme training course, obviously. But so I'm thinking about boot camp. What's boot camp? And when I went to boot camp when I was a kid. It wasn't like a boot camp, but it was boot camp based for kids that got in trouble. And so I went to this boot camp in Palm Beach County where it was called the Drug Farm. Doesn't exist anymore. And it's like a treatment program and boot camp all in one. So at the time, I just got a notice pop up. It distracted me. I got no attention span, or I have the attention span of a squirrel. Anyways, so what was I saying? So the boot camp, they break you down, man. They tear you down. And then they build you up. When the things they teach you, the things they instill in you, they're just awesome. Okay, and what it does is it gives you a sense of confidence, a sense of being. You feel a part of. And anybody that comes from the average home, if they had mom and dad and the family stuff was there and all that good stuff was part of their everyday norm, then boot camp might just be frustrating. I don't know, but I think like when I got into the boot camp, I don't think I liked it in the beginning. I don't think anybody does, but I grew to love it because there was a camaraderie there. There was a connection, and what I mean by that, like, you build these relationships, and to do that, I've learned and found that, like, if I'm gonna love something or care about something, it's gonna take my time, my energy, my effort, and but most importantly, time. Often people say things are important, and this, that, and the other, and the time that they dedicate towards these things is little or none. So it's like, if you're talking about this stuff that you say is so important to you, like, why don't you put the time and the work in? Why don't I see it? Why can't I see it? I want people to think, if they think of me and if they think about this stuff that I'm talking about, I want them to be like, man, Sean's doing it, man. He's walking the walk, and he's this, that, and the other. Like, I got to lead by example. I can't preach this stuff, and I can't try to teach others about what I'm doing if I'm not doing it. That would totally, like, kill the vibe. negate the whole thing. So yeah, boot camp, family, structure. For those who don't have structure, I think people they're gonna gravitate towards it, And not so long ago, I became aware of the fact that most of my upbringing lacked structure, and as I've reiterated or put in structure in my life, in my thinking, the way that I see myself, the way that I see life, the way that I see my family, as I've restructured everything, the results that I'm getting are just 100 times different. You know what I mean? It's a complete 180, man. So anyways, I don't want to hold you guys hostage. I will do that. I will hold people verbally hostage. I don't know when to stop talking. So I'm putting together some framework, some structure. I got to get this stuff broken down and organized better for the book. I want to be able to break up and talk about different topics at different times. And then I need to figure out how I'm going to do live chats so I can interact with people, so people can ask questions and I can give them suggestions or advice or help them work through issues, And we're going to see where this thing goes, man. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to building the family of my dreams. I have to think, just from what I'm going through with my family, on a personal level and on the family level, I'm starting to think, man, that some people might not want to jump on board, at least not right in the beginning, and that's fine, to each his own. But it's not going to stop what I'm doing. It's not going to change the way I see what I'm doing, and I feel like this is my purpose, and I feel so passionate about it. So I got to do what I got to do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if if a handful of my family members get their feelings hurt because of something I say or the way that I say it, and they feel that it reflects on them poorly, then I'd hope that they'd be working on improving those things. If they feel like anything that I say applies to them, I hope they work at it and on it. I'm not gonna worry about a handful of people's feelings and not share this with the world, because man, I'm pretty sure I'm very confident I'm gonna touch thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives. And with that said, when I think about that, when I see, because I see it, man, when I visualize and I meditate and I just go there, I go to these places in my mind, and when I'm there, man, I see it. I see the crowds, and I see the people, and I see me helping them, and it's not about power or fame or any of that stuff. It's about, anyone who wants the help, anybody who wants the love, that the love's there, that it's available and it's ready. And that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate your time. I hope everybody has an incredible morning, and bless you all.